The Bradley family of Petersburg, Virginia, like many families, cherished their vacation time. They worked hard, and these moments were invaluable. In March 1998, they set out for what they hoped would be a relaxing and memorable Caribbean cruise. This trip was more than just a vacation. It was a celebration before Amy Bradley, 23, embarked on a new chapter in her life. Amy was a recent college grad, full of dreams and aspirations, ready to take on the world. She was also a strong swimmer, comfortable and confident in the water. More than anything, Amy was a responsible and loving daughter, deeply connected to her family. The rhapsody of the seas promised sun-drenched days, fun-filled nights, and above all, a safe and secure environment. It was advertised as a floating city of luxury, a paradise on the open water. But as the voyage progressed, beneath the shimmering surface, an unseen danger lurked, waiting to emerge. Initially, the Bradleys enjoyed their first few days at sea, soaking in the sun and enjoying the ship's amenities. Little did they know, a dark shadow was slowly beginning to fall over their dream vacation. As the ship sailed steadily toward the island of Curaçao, the atmosphere began to subtly shift. Unbeknownst to the family, an unseen threat was closing in, drawing nearer with each passing hour. In the final fleeting hours before Amy mysteriously vanished, a sense of unease began to permeate the air. As the hours ticked by, unsettling questions began to mount, casting a shadow of doubt and suspicion. Who was the last person to see her? What were the circumstances surrounding her disappearance? What truly happened in those final hours? What series of events led to her vanishing? Amy's disappearance would tragically become a chilling cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the unexpected dangers that can lurk even in paradise. What began as a dream vacation quickly spiraled into an unimaginable nightmare for the Bradley family. The Bradleys' world was irrevocably shattered, their lives forever altered by the events that unfolded on that fateful cruise. Their lives were forever divided by that terrifying morning when they realized Amy was gone. On a ship teeming with people, surrounded by hundreds of fellow passengers, Amy vanished. Surrounded by what was supposed to be a secure and monitored environment, Amy disappeared. Amy vanished without a trace, leaving behind a void that could never be filled. The story of Amy Lynn Bradley is more than just a missing person case. It's a haunting mystery that continues to baffle investigators. More importantly, it's a testament to a family's unwavering love and relentless pursuit of the truth. Their hope for answers has never faded, fueled by an unyielding determination to find their daughter. Their hope remains strong, even as the years have relentlessly passed, each day bringing them further from that last moment with Amy. The nightmare began on that ill-fated ship, a place that was supposed to be a haven of relaxation and enjoyment. And for the Bradleys, the nightmare has never truly ended. It's a constant, agonizing presence in their lives. This is a story about the enduring power of love, the devastating impact of loss, and it's about the desperate, unwavering search for answers that continues to this day. It's a stark reminder that even in the most idyllic of settings, even in paradise, unimaginable darkness can suddenly strike, shattering lives and leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. For the Bradley family, the Caribbean will forever be haunted by the agonizing question that echoes in their hearts. What truly happened to Amy Lynn Bradley? Where is she now? The relentless search for answers continues, driven by the unwavering hope of a family who refuses to give up. And so does the profound pain of not knowing, the agonizing uncertainty that has become an inseparable part of their lives. The nightmare endures, a constant reminder of the devastating loss and the enduring mystery surrounding Amy's disappearance. March 23, 1998, the final day of what should have been a dream vacation. The rhapsody of the seas buzzed with music, laughter, and celebration. The air was thick with the carefree spirit of a cruise nearing its end. Amy and her brother Brad danced at the ship's nightclub, caught up in the revelry and making memories that would soon be overshadowed by tragedy. Amy was seen chatting and laughing with the band's bass player Alistair "Yellow" Douglas, a brief encounter that would later be scrutinized. Nothing seemed amiss, just young people enjoying the night, the kind of carefree abandon that a vacation often inspires. Brad, feeling tired, left for the cabin around 1 a.m., the music and the crowd starting to wear on him. Amy stayed behind, wanting to soak in the last moments of the cruise. The ship's labyrinthine corridors and festive chaos masked any danger, creating a false sense of security amidst the late-night revelry. Later, Amy's father, Ron, woke at 5:15 a.m., the early morning light filtering through the curtains. He glanced out and saw Amy asleep on their balcony, seemingly peaceful and undisturbed. When he woke again before 6 a.m., the balcony was empty, and Amy was gone, vanished without a trace. Amy's cigarettes and lighter were missing, suggesting she had intended to go somewhere. But her shoes, Idaho, and book remained in the cabin, casting doubt on a planned excursion. The ship was about to dock in Curacao, the island paradise just a short distance away. The window for her disappearance was just 45 minutes, a fleeting moment in time that held the key to the mystery. Ron recalled Amy mentioning unwanted attention from some crew members, a detail that sent shivers down his spine. Was she being watched? Was this a clue? A sinister undercurrent beneath the surface of the vacation? The last confirmed sighting placed her on the balcony, a seemingly safe space, a place for quiet reflection. But in the pre-dawn darkness, with the vast ocean stretching out below, even the safest place can become dangerous, a point of no return. The festive atmosphere was shattered in an instant, replaced by a chilling sense of dread. Amy's disappearance would haunt the ship, its passengers and her family forever, a dark cloud hanging over what should have been happy memories. Every interaction from that night, every word spoken, every glance exchanged, became a potential clue in a desperate search for answers. The questions only grew. What happened in those final moments? What secrets did the rhapsody of the seas hold? The mystery had begun, a puzzle with missing pieces and a truth that remained elusive. As the first light of dawn kissed the horizon, Ron Bradley awoke. He stepped onto the balcony, eager to greet the new day, but a chilling realization washed over him. Amy was missing. The space beside him was empty, her presence vanished into the morning air. At first, the family clung to hope, desperately trying to rationalize her absence. Perhaps she'd risen early, eager to grab a coffee, or maybe she was already seeking out Brad, ready to start the day's adventures. But as each minute ticked by, the initial unease began to fester, slowly morphing into full-blown panic. A knot of dread tightened in their stomachs as the minutes stretched into an eternity. They launched a frantic search of the ship, pools, lounges, every corner, every crevice, decks, high and low, finding absolutely nothing, no trace of Amy. How could someone simply vanish into thin air from a cruise ship, surrounded by miles of open ocean? It defied logic, reason, and comprehension. The ship was steadily preparing to dock at its next port of call. Time was rapidly running out, each second a precious commodity slipping through their fingers. The Bradleys, their voices laced with desperation, alerted the crew, begging them to make an announcement over the ship's intercom system and to delay the docking process even for a short while. But the crew, bound by protocol and seemingly indifferent, coldly refused, prioritizing the comfort and convenience of the other passengers over the urgency of the situation. The gangway was lowered, and thousands of passengers began to disembark. Potential witnesses and potential suspects alike, all now dispersing into the anonymity of the port. The critical window of opportunity to contain the situation and secure the scene was irrevocably lost. The Bradleys watched helplessly, their hearts sinking as the precious chance to find Amy slipped further and further away with each passing moment. The ship's inexplicable failure to act decisively in those crucial first hours remains a devastating and unforgivable mistake, a critical error that would haunt the investigation. The crime scene, if indeed there was one, was now hopelessly contaminated, the trail already growing cold, obscured by the passage of time and the movement of countless people. The family's nightmare deepened with each passing second as the fragile tendrils of hope began to wither and die. Amy's disappearance had become a desperate race against time, and the frustrating, often impenetrable wall of maritime bureaucracy. The Bradleys were left with nothing but unanswered questions, a gaping hole in their lives, and a profound sense of heartbreak. The search for Amy had barely begun in earnest, but the odds were already overwhelmingly stacked against them, a daunting challenge in the face of impossible circumstances. The ship sailed on, carrying its secrets and its passengers to the next destination, but for the Bradleys, their world had irrevocably stopped still, frozen in a moment of unimaginable grief and despair. Only after docking did the crew conduct a search cursory and ineffective. The Bradleys demanded a thorough sweep, but urgency was lost. In 1998, cruise ships lacked comprehensive surveillance. There were no digital clues to follow. The investigation relied on fading eyewitness accounts. The FBI became involved, but jurisdiction was a tangled mess: international waters, foreign ports, and a Liberian-registered ship. The official search found nothing: no evidence, no witnesses, no sign of Amy. The Bradleys, stranded in Curacao, faced a bureaucratic nightmare. The ship sailed away, leaving the family behind with only questions. The investigation was already hampered by lost time and missed opportunities. For the Bradleys, hope was slipping away. The search was in the dark, literally and figuratively. Amy had vanished as if erased. Theories swirled. Did Amy fall overboard, or was it something more sinister? The cruise line favored the accidental fall theory, but Amy's family rejected it. Amy was a strong swimmer, happy, and had no reason to disappear. The family believed she was targeted, possibly by crew members who made her uncomfortable. Suspicion fell on the band's bass player, Yellow, and others who paid her unusual attention. The idea of Amy running away didn't fit. She left behind her ID, money, and belongings. The most disturbing theory: abduction and human trafficking. The ship's ports of call and the crew's behavior pointed to a possible organized crime connection. Amy's complete disappearance, with no body found, fueled this fear. The Bradleys' nightmare was not just loss, but the possibility of ongoing suffering. Theories abounded, but answers were elusive. The family's search for truth became a fight against time and silence. The question remained: what really happened to Amy? The human trafficking theory is grounded in disturbing evidence and credible sightings. The Caribbean is a known hub for trafficking, and cruise ships offer anonymity and access. Amy's discomfort with certain crew members may have been a warning sign. A photo from the night she vanished showed Amy with Yellow, watched by another crew member. The family believes this was a coordinated effort to isolate her. The FBI investigated, but no charges were filed. The theory: Amy was targeted, drugged, and smuggled off the ship during the busy docking hours. She could have been hidden in crew areas or moved with cargo. This would explain the lack of evidence and the failed sea search. Later sightings suggested Amy was alive, held against her will. For the Bradleys, hope and terror coexist. The search is for a living person, not just answers. The nightmare of trafficking remains a chilling possibility. Over the years, several credible sightings have kept hope alive. 5 months after her disappearance, tourists in Curacao saw a woman matching Amy's description and tattoos, looking desperate before being led away by men. In 1999, a U.S. Navy officer claimed a woman in a Curacao brothel said she was Amy from Virginia and begged for help. He delayed reporting it, and by the time authorities investigated, she was gone. In 2005, a photo surfaced in Barbados of a woman resembling an older Amy, but forensic analysis was inconclusive. Each sighting brought hope and heartbreak, glimpses of Amy but no resolution. These accounts suggest Amy may have survived, trapped in a world of exploitation. For her family, every report is both a lifeline and a torment. The sightings are a constant reminder. Amy is not just a statistic, she may still be out there. The search continues, fueled by these haunting glimpses. The Bradleys refuse to give up. The world is urged to keep looking, keep asking. Amy's story is not over. For over 25 years, the Bradleys have fought for answers. Their lives are split in two, before and after Amy vanished. They've spent their savings, chased every lead, and become their own investigators. Every holiday, every birthday is marked by Amy's absence. Frustration with authorities and the cruise line has only deepened their resolve. They maintain a website, offer a reward, and keep Amy's story alive in the media. Their message is clear: they will never stop searching. The pain is immeasurable, but so is their love. The Bradleys' fight is a testament to family and hope. They deserve answers, and so does Amy. Behind every cold case is a family waiting for closure. Their search continues, undaunted by time. Amy Lynn Bradley's case remains one of true crime's most haunting mysteries. A young woman vanished from a cruise ship. No witnesses, no evidence. Early mistakes by the ship's crew turned a disappearance into a cold case. The investigation is open but inactive. Files thick with dead ends. But someone, somewhere, knows the truth. This is a call to action. Look at Amy's photos, remember her tattoos, and speak up if you know anything. The FBI and the family offer substantial rewards for information. The Bradleys deserve justice and peace. We must not let Amy be forgotten. Share her story, keep her memory alive, and demand answers. One tip could break the case wide open. If you know something, now is the time to come forward. It's never too late to do the right thing.